African garb this morning. That's a fantastic glue. A fantastic glue you got on me.
There you go, man. So what's
I'm
up?
here. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. I'm here. Fresh, refresh.
How are you?
Ron.
Come on, get right.
Ron, say what's up to YouTube.
Hello.
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna put it up. Let me just get it situated.
We're trying to get it together. We're trying to
get it together.
Production together this morning.
What y'all talking about?
Corona. We're talking about
Buttigieg.
What about the corona?
Buttigieg has left the building.
Corona. Should we be concerned with the corona? Should we be concerned? Is it more hype?
We got production assistant.
Like the cold, should we be concerned?
I think you should use wisdom, but I don't think you should be operating in fear.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't want to operate in fear. I definitely don't
operate.
But I
sent somebody a message. I sent somebody a message this morning. We are conquerors. We are conquerors. We are not victims.
More than conquerors.
We are conquerors.
My bad, Sean.
We are conquerors.
We're getting it set up, y'all. Good morning, people.
Our bodies, man. Our Father made our bodies and designed it, man. It can board off anything that comes in contact with it, and it's supposed to be there, really naturally. You know.
All right.
And now it's time to get to the point.
Good morning, Nashville. I'm Larry.
I'm Ron.
I'm Cornelius.
And we got one of my special friends in the house, business owner, Perez.
Yes, sir.
Perez Grimes. I'm slipping. I haven't saw Perez in so long. He just threw me off the trail, off the hunting trail. Ron, how was your weekend? Happy to
be here. Happy to be here. Did you catch the first soccer game?
I caught the traffic, is what I caught, and I was so mad about that doggone traffic that I tell you what, I was ready to call the police on the soccer people.
You were?
Yes, sir, man. The traffic was unbelievable. Like, we don't need that. We don't deserve that now.
Larry, we are the it city.
Joe Biden with
Nashville
a big win
in
the South Carolina primary. Your boy, Larry.
Sleepy Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe came through with his first. You know, Joe Biden has run for president, I think, 3 times. Am I right?
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I think Joe has run for president 3 times, and that this is the first time he's ever won a primary. Did y'all know that? I believe that's Joe's first primary he's ever won. And go ahead, yeah, jump in there.
Donald Trump only ran for president once, and he won a primary. And look who's in office.
Well, this is a whole. We're talking about a well-accomplished citizen, a hard-working, well-accomplished citizen. We're not talking. Joe Biden is, for lack of a better word, has been living off the government for 50 years.
What about our
never produced a product, never created a job. Never produced a product, never created a job.
Welcome to the To The Point show, where we get to the point on the important issues in our nation, in our local community, and in the world. What about this financial market, Larry? Did you know that the Dow went down, and it hadn't went down that far in a 5-day period since 2008? Most 401ks or accounts, portfolios took a 10% plus loss in the past 5 days. What you got to say about that?
I'm going to say to the smart people investing, don't panic. Don't panic. Now is not the time for panic. What happened? Now the political 2020. Look, hold on. But the market will stabilize. We've got issues. We got nervous issues because we're in a position that we've been put in. Y'all know we've been put in a position, right, guys?
So many people have saw that happen before, even though this seems to be temporary. But when you take a hit like that and you watching that money fall on a day-by-day basis, it's something you want to dump off the ship. Because I know when it was sitting like on the top 6 days ago, I was thinking, let's sell some stuff, so you can lock in right there. But now you watching that bad boy drop and you don't know when.
Come on.
Anybody got a comment?
May
The
I
phone
ask a
lines are
question?
open.
May I ask a question?
615-242-7760.
Come on.
We have with us a businessman, business owner, to my left, to my right, and to behind me, Mr. Grimes. Talk to us about this economy quickly, and where are you politically as it relates to the Dow and your 401k and your what candidate has your business interests at heart, sir?
Donald Trump.
Donald.
Oh my God!
Get him out of here.
Hey, can you give me some static, Shantae? Can you take us off the air, lady Shantae?
Perez.
Oh my God!
Let me help him. We got a thought here. I had a thought here. I got a thought.
What's your thought,
okay.
my guy? What's
Look,
your thought?
Here we are. Listen real quick. Now, Ron, I want to say for tomorrow for your show, for the business show, but this is for everybody.
Yes.
You really make your money when the stock market goes down.
Okay.
Because you can buy stocks and bonds.
Now is the time.
No, wait. If we can wait, well, hold on. I'm not scared if the market dives a little bit because I'm gonna tell you honestly. Last Thursday, I was online looking to buy some stocks. Lucky I didn't buy. Because I want to buy low. I want to buy low and sell high.
This is
the time to buy. It's a buyer's market.
Okay, let's get that question.
Those graphs, they represent real life. You know, your life is not consistently going to be on top.
Yes.
You know, you're going to have your peaks and you're going to have your valleys. You got to know when to pick, when to sell, when to hold. Those are the things that you have to learn when you're dealing with that market.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Grimes. I said Pastor Grimes. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling him Pastor Grimes.
Call in. Call in.
Did y'all hear about the Bass Pro Shop robbery?
Yeah, we did.
Seeking to identify 3 suspects who broke into Bass Pro Shop at Upper Mills, local here in Music City, and took 8 to 10 handguns, 2 rifles, and numerous boxes of ammunition.
Call in 615-242-7760. Go ahead. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Perez, this is my guy. Perez and I are bonded in several ways.
There you go.
Perez helped me as an African American male.
Mm-hmm.
We're going down this road just for a quick minute.
All right.
Why, Pastor Perez? I'm gonna call him Pastor. That's my buddy. Why should I endorse MAGA? Make America Great Again. Why should I do that? Why should I do that, Perez?
Well, first of all, you have to look at the issue that's at hand. You're not endorsing the guy himself.
Great point.
Like some are him. That's not who you're endorsing because, you know, if you really look at it and you bring it out to the forefront, you know, there's some things that he's done in the past and over the years that I don't support at all in no way, shape, form, or fashion. But what I do support is his agenda.
Amen. That's right. Make America Great is a fantastic agenda because we are Americans. Not African Americans, not European Americans, not Asian Americans, not Hispanic. We are Americans. Making America Great is in all of our best interests.
Larry.
Lady Shanta. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
All right, we see that Buttigieg dropped out of the race.
Oh.
Were we ready for, the first day?
Buttigieg dropped out of the race.
Yes, sir.
Before Larry answers.
It is a conspiracy within the Democratic Party because they're saying that he was pulling a lot from Biden, and they're trying to knock Bernie out completely.
That's right.
So was that a strategic move of the Democrats?
All right, let's look at the science of here. The science of it is now.
The science or science?
The science.
Okay, let's be
clear.
This is
science.
This is science.
Ron, hold on, Ron. Yeah, right. Super Tuesday's tomorrow.
That's right. It's a holiday almost.
Why?
A lot of delegates will be.
Why didn't Buttigieg?
Okay.
Hold on until at least Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped off the boat announced on Sunday before Super Tuesday. That way, giving momentum to whoever his people.
The vote did not need to split.
What happened to democracy? What happened?
We still have it, Larry.
Whoa!
We still have it.
I want to see who supports Buttigieg.
Listen, Ron. Listen. Perez, Ron, Larry, even
come on, Cornelius. Come on. You got the floor. Come on.
We are advocates of people who do right, who seem right. Buttigieg, of course, was openly gay. We do not knock any BGTQAI.
What happens?
LBGT.
Right.
We don't knock that. That's not why we here.
We support all Americans.
Human. But let's make this point factually. Right now in our culture, I'm gonna speak for all three of us now. You
careful.
That's what I was gonna get to.
We are us the men in this show in this studio.
Yes.
Right now, you and I are not ready to say we have a president and a first man.
Well, hold on now.
No.
Perez.
Hold up. Ron is married to a woman. Larry's married to a woman. Perez is married to a woman. I'm married to a woman.
That's right.
I just don't think us four, and I'm speaking for us.
Right.
I don't think you, the four of us, if Buttigieg is to win, we're just not ready to embrace a president and first man.
They did say specifically that he had a problem with the black vote.
He had a problem with the black vote. Wonder why? Is the African American community really conservative? Are we really conservative? Honestly,
no.
Oh, well, hold on now. Hold on.
That's too broad.
No, it's not.
Conservative about what?
We really live conservative life. We
do.
We still go to church.
Yes, we
go
do.
to church.
Say church again, Larry.
We still go to church. We still believe
upon this rock.
We still believe in a husband and a wife.
That's right.
Male and female. We still believe rearing our children, disciplining our children.
Yes.
We believe in that.
Going to work. I'm sorry. Hold on. Ron, I'm gonna step on some toes now.
Go ahead.
And I believe personally, African American community still believe in not spending more than you make.
Right.
I'm sorry. Big citizens, small government. Big citizens, small government. African American community.
He's a politician. He's a politician.
Small government. I'm just saying these are things that we believe in now. Honestly, if I said anything out of line, you believe in
Perez.
saving more than you spend.
Perez, help us.
That's concerned.
Perez.
You calling on the wrong run, Pastor.
Why am I calling?
On the wrong
Call in 615. Call in 615-242-7760. You got a comment about what we're talking about or anything on your mind. Call in to the Point Show today. We'd love to hear from you. Hold on, Ron. Come on.
Coronavirus stocks, we know, are fighting the virus as well. Flight attendant working at LAS is positive. Coronavirus should we be concerned is the question.
LAS?
Second death in the U.S. in Washington State. And it's just a lot going on. They're closing borders. We're looking at closing the southern border as well.
One of our guys, one of our close friends, Tim, was about to send his significant other to LA. I said, hold on, brother. Before you send anybody out of the state, you better know where you're sending somebody because we don't know who's coming into contact with the coronavirus. We don't know who's. Go ahead, call in 615-242-7760.
Before we do the call-in, we have a Facebook Live viewer. Thank you, Pastor Darrell Ballard, who is totally against Brother Larry and his opinion.
Come on.
Thank you, Darrell, for showing up and voicing your convictions. He said we are financially conservative, but politically moderate in the African American community.
Moderate.
Yeah, I don't help me, Darrell, with the moderate piece politically.
Darrell,
hold on, Darrell, right there. There you go.
Darrell, look at it. Okay, with all these liberal. Hold on now. This is reality now. Reality check. I also got a Facebook comment jab this morning from my brother right here. He said African Americans that's a plantation. We a lot of our land got stolen that was ours.
Yes, sir.
And I said yes, that did happen. He said, what do we do about it?
Who did that? The Republicans?
No, Democrats. Democrats, and the enforcement arm of Democrats, the Ku Klux Klan. But that being said, I'm not dwelling on that. My point was, we are not victims. African American community, any community that's been oppressed, don't become a victim. Don't accept victimhood. We are conquerors. We are winners. We are overcomers. I'm not giving the speeches. I
don't like the way you generalize, Larry.
Generalize. Come on, Ron. Come on.
Because to me, it's more about individual preferences.
That's why you'll never get them on the same page.
And you talk about Democrats as a whole, but that's the only platform that we have had as a people to get in there and try to make some decisions and make some things happen. So we can't bash all Democrats because I know there are many good Democrats that are doing a great work, and I would like to see them move higher and higher. And they do have some conservative views. Like you said, as a people, we are somewhat conservative in the way we do things.
Ron, I have to, and we don't disagree about a lot.
Okay.
But I have to utterly disagree because the Democratic Party has shown themselves to be utterly corrupt, and they will back anything that hold on now. The Democrats are about the party, not the people. At least you get a few Republicans or conservatives. We got what we call the Freedom Caucus that do care about the people's agenda, not the party's agenda. I'm concerned with the people's agenda, not the party, not the Democratic Party's agenda. I don't
exactly. That's what I'm saying. And there are Democrats that are concerned with the people's agenda, and we cannot say that there are not.
Mm-hmm. Larry, you mean to tell me?
Perez, Ron, most importantly today, before it slips my mind, before we get any further, today's show is brought to you by Cash
for Junk Cars.
Get cash today in that vehicle hauled away. Call 615-480-6473. 615-480-6473. Anywhere in Middle Tennessee, sometimes in Northern Alabama or Southern Kentucky, we're at your service.
Do they really give cash or do they come out and write a check?
Cash on the spot. If you want a check, they will give you a check. But they prefer to give you cash. People love cash.
Metropolitan website design.
Cash is king.
What about Metropolitan website design?
Metropolitan Services website design, providing professional web design, website redesign, website hosting, social media campaigns, Google campaigns. Give them a call, 615-569-6409, or go to Google and just search Metropolitan Services website design.
Ron, the world's worst week in the financial depression since 2008. Global stocks slumped again Friday to mark the largest weekly drop since 2008. Did you lose any money? Is your money on the line?
Only, like you said, only if you sell, you lost something. But when you're looking at it and it's dropping like that and it's constantly dropping,
it makes you nervous.
It does make people nervous. And you see that happen over and over. We know things run in cycles, and we didn't expect this cycle to happen so quick. I asked you about a week or so ago. You said we got 5 years. We got 5 years. Like nobody knows about this thing. What do you say?
Perez was right. Perez was right. It's ups and downs. It's peaks and valleys. You gotta know when to start at the peak, or when it's gonna peak.
Here we go. You'll like this one. Billionaire Tom Steyer quits Democratic primary race as well. Billionaire. But they said he backed that thing up before he quit.
Yeah, he was a juvenile, right?
What happened?
Huh?
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear about this.
Lady Shante said that was horrible.
Was on the stage with Juvenile
back in that
primary night, and to the tune of back that thing up. You didn't see that, Larry?
I did not see that. What happens now? I'm only concerned with. I want to see if the people who are voting Democrat, are actually going to get behind Bernie Sanders, the socialists. Are you going? Can you get behind socialism?
Is Bernie a true socialist?
That's what he said.
I'm just asking, is he a true socialist?
No doubt.
Hold on.
Did he actually say
Perez is on our side? I'm just saying. Is Bernie? What he said.
The man said, "I am a socialist." Wait a minute. Can you get behind that? Hold on. They're rationing.
You know what?
They're rationing.
When we get through, I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something.
Okay, come on. I want to hear it. But hold on. You know they're rationing toilet paper down in Venezuela. Hold on. Have y'all seen the picture in Cuba? Ron, excuse me. Have y'all seen the picture in Cuba? You said there's no new cars in Cuba.
No, Cuba still has the old stuff.
Why? How? No Bluetooth. No Bluetooth for your radio. Bluetooth.
No 5G.
No 5G.
We don't 5G.
No navigation.
Ain't no 5G in Cuba.
I'm just saying. Let's be reasonable.
Here we go with some local news.
Don't forget. Go with yourself. Yeah, go ahead.
A capitalist, somebody's gonna suffer.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Who suffers under capitalism? Who?
What? How did this country?
Who
How
among
was?
us?
How was? I'm gonna make the point, and we're gonna shift. How was this country built on capitalism? Because you had commodity of people that were brought to this country to build the country for free labor. That's capitalism. Am I wrong, Pastor Perez?
You're absolutely
I'm
correct.
absolutely. So whether we are capitalist or socialist, somebody's gonna suffer. Now, Larry, help me, redeem me, Larry. I need you to redeem me from my democratic convictions, because I have not yet met a person to really bring me to the other side of this political chasm.
Stay right there. Let's see.
Yeah, let's go. Because if you convert me, I can convert you.
Come on. Come on, Ron. Local news.
Okay, all right. We'll come back around to that local news. Michaela Spielberg, the director, Steven Spielberg's daughter, was arrested on Saturday due to a domestic dispute. You know, she lives here now.
Okay.
And trying to be in the erotic entertainment business.
Erotic entertainment.
Yeah. Also, Bonnaroo 2020 is already sold out with more than 3 months before it started. Bonnaroo says that this is the quickest sellout in the festival's 19-year history. Are you going, have you been to Bonnaroo?
I am going to Bonnaroo this. Go ahead.
Let me give you the context behind Bonnaroo.
Go ahead.
You know, that's where I'm from. I'm from the county next door to Bonnaroo.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bonnaroo is literally in a cow pasture.
Okay.
You ride right past it and do not know. But once again, the capitalist / socialist in that area, Bonnaroo generates so much for the economy.
Down there.
My God.
Down there.
As a matter of fact, I will say this because I'm an insider, because my family lives down there. My mother's still down there. My brothers are down there. They live in the county next door. You know, even the church has profited off the Bonnaroo, bringing in just selling ice.
Wow. Selling ice.
Just simple stuff, Perez.
Where can you get us a contract to get in?
What I can't do it, Perez. We need to do something.
Capitalism.
That's capitalism.
Ideas and innovation. And I believe in ideas and innovation.
And let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Our Lord and Savior.
Who is that now again?
Ours.
Come again.
Right. I ain't gonna stay there. That's for tomorrow.
Okay.
But we just need to know that in order to make it in this world, you have to learn how to do business.
Ron, man killed 5 co-workers at Milwaukee Molson Coors Brewery, then turned the gun on himself.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you know this was an African American?
No, I didn't know.
Who was supporting Elizabeth Warren? Oh, did they not? Oh, they didn't put it in. It's not
only showed that.
Larry,
wait a minute, people. It's an African American. With the media didn't even talk about that. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. The media didn't even mention that he was an African American.
Wow.
I'm sorry, and a staunch Elizabeth Warren supporter. I believe he had an Elizabeth Warren shirt on when he. I'm sorry. No, I'm not making light.
I'm getting him, Shante.
I'm not making light.
I'm about to get him.
Our prayers go out to the families of those who were gunned down. But I don't appreciate the media not bringing this to the light. They only show the stories that fits their narrative.
When you say a supporter, what do you mean?
Well, he was wearing
individual who's suffering for something and did what he did.
He got fired from his job and came back and
did what he did.
But it was called a spoiled. What is this entitled society we live in now?
Right.
Hold on. Back when I was growing up, you know what you had coming. Perez. Do you know what you had coming when I was growing up? What you went and got? You hold on, Ron Jackson. Can I? What you had coming is today.
So what you're saying to me is,
yes, sir.
You couldn't just go around and just beg.
And begging. What you had coming is what you went and got. And we can preach it. Oh, preach it. Amen to that. Give me an amen.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
And I can call it 615-777.
what you pay for.
You get
What you get out of a guy that gets a lot of things done. How can you make better use of your time? Time is money. Come on, Perez. Time is precious. What is it?
Well, time, you have to allocate time.
Allocate.
You have to build a team and give some instructions, man.
Leverage.
You gotta leverage your time, man. You need a team around you, man. That's gonna feel things for you. That's gonna do certain things that you're not necessarily working in the best interest of the team when you're doing it yourself.
Okay.
Well, I heard this in church, since we church boys, with the exclusion of maybe somebody in here. A wise man gets 10 people to do their job. It's not wise for one man to do the job of 10 people.
Amen.
Did Larry say amen?
What did Carnegie say? He said, I would take 10% of 100 men's effort versus 100% of my own.
Right.
Man, hey, write that down, Ron.
Say it again.
Say it again.
I would take 10% of 100 men's effort versus 100% of my own.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm not done, Ron.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
We do know time is currency.
Say it again.
I'm gonna say that again. Yes, time is currency.
Say it again.
Okay.
And that comes from most of our texts. They come from antiquity. Not trying to make this the Bible show, but most of our texts that come from antiquity highlight that time is currency.
That's right.
And then one of our friends, by the sweat of your brow, that took time. It took time to sweat. Time is currency.
Yes, sir.
We get paid 40 hours a week. Going to the field, work from sun up to sundown. Most of our colloquialisms in our community are centered around what? Time. Because time has always been currency.
That's right.
Time is currency.
All right. Well, speaking from a guy, a person who I've worked for multiple businesses.
And you own a business.
I own a small business. We're speaking on time now. I can tell you, there are not enough hours in the day.
No, it's not.
There are not enough hours. I need at least another 8 hours. We get a 32-hour day. About a
32-hour day.
32-hour day.
Will it make America great again?
And you know, it didn't used to be that way. It didn't used to be that way.
Perez, if we get 32 hours in a day, will it make America great again?
It's 7 days in a week.
32 hours.
100 in a day, and you can time that time 60 to get to seconds.
14.
So we all have that same amount. It's what you do with the time that you have. And we always, this is something we say, and we know this to somewhat be true. People got time to do what they want to do.
Wait a minute. That's not fair.
But Larry said you do not have enough time.
We don't have enough time.
What you want to do. You will get, but if you want to do a lot of things, you don't have enough time to do them.
You don't have enough time.
And I tell you, the older I get, I don't know if anybody else is like me, but the older I get, man, the faster these days, man, are going by.
Wow. Look here, man.
They are moving.
I'm talking about, it's funny, when we were in our 30s, we thought we had a lot of time. Now we have turned this corner. You're right, Perez. It seems like 8 hours come in 37 seconds. Like, what am I like? It's always something to do.
Yes.
But maybe, Larry, I'm gonna ask this question, Larry.
Come on.
Maybe we've complicated our lives because we have become so hurriedly involved or engaged in things that we think we need to really be consumed in.
I love those. I love the quote that Perez, the one Perez just quoted.
What he said
about
leveraging time and using the resources. Your people are resources.
That's right.
Consistent
people are resources.
Consistent, constructive people are resources.
That's right.
And assets to you, and you must, utilize and get the most of your assets. And on some days, I can admit I'm guilty. I do not get the most out of my assets, and I've got to do a better job.
Yes,
of that.
Stewardship.
Better job.
Our time is not our own.
Larry, give me something to do, Larry. Give me something to do.
I got say no more. Say no more.
Give me something to do.
We're going to hit a couple of more things, and then we're going to come back around to this time. I'll let you make a comment as well, and I'm going to ask Perez about energy and time, and has associated with each of us as individuals in the United States. Maybe you can elaborate, where I might be kind of talking about.
Help me out. What do you mean, Ron? Tell me what you want to go.
Hey, let's pay some bills, though.
Okay.
As a quick transition.
Yes,
This show is brought to you by who?
Nashville Motors.
Home of the $500 down payment in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, if you got your income tax check,
there you go, the income tax.
Pre-owned, $500 down, or you can pay cash for it over at 4023 Dickerson Pike, Nashville, Tennessee, 37207, or just call 615.
Do they rent cars over there?
They do.
What's the phone number?
615-262-9367. 615-262-9367. Rental car and home with $500 down payment. Ron, hold on real quick. Is the mask going to protect us from the coronavirus? Will the paper respirator mask protect? Yes,
They're
no?
saying don't go out and buy a bunch of masks because you're taking them from people in the medical industry that need them. They're more for the people that are infected and people that work with those infected.
Okay,
but people are buying them up like they need them. People are panicking right now.
Okay. Awesome.
This corona, we gonna get on that in a minute.
Go ahead.
Hold on, y'all. Let's slow down. Slow down. Come on. I hate to say this the way I'm saying it.
Okay.
But Shantae, because this is March, we have to eulogize Black History Month.
Oh,
I don't
let
ever
rest.
But we're not going to eulogize. You so it's crazy. We had a group of individuals that were able to go to Selma from Nashville and participate in the march, or just walk across the bridge. Okay. So shout out to them. I will say this in the context of my genealogy. My great uncle was one of the individuals that went to that march. And Perez that we've spent as people. And the time that we spend and keep them before the masses. Yes, that's all I had to say.
History. Let's keep that education going. Let's learn about,
of course,
the history of us in this world.
All right. Black History Month.
Before we shift gears on that timepiece, Larry Perez, Ron, and Lady Shantae, help me with this. We got some people tuning in. We gotta get y'all's comments.
Okay.
What do y'all see? Are there similarities between the Democratic Party now, jockeying for a candidate, and the Republican Party 4 years ago, jockeying for?
You guys remember 4 years ago?
Because Trump wasn't in it first.
No.
He just wasn't in.
No, he was. No, but
he wasn't.
No, let me give it to you. I'm gonna correlate the comparison. You guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready for this.
The Democrats front runner coming into the 2020 election was going to be Joe Biden. Yes, 2016, the front runner for the Republican Party was Jeb Bush.
Right.
Neither one of them registered with the poll. I mean, Jeb Bush. You think Joe Biden's doing bad? Jeb Bush didn't win anything. He didn't win and tie his own shoes up. It was. So what happens is what everybody thought was going to be who it was going to be in both cases. Were exactly the same. Who the people had touted and lauded and put him up on a pedestal. This was the guy, Tim Perez, but they didn't even register. As a matter of fact, in both parties, Democrat voters and the Republican voters rejected both of the front runners wholeheartedly. Basically, African Americans. Now hold on, Ron here. African Americans, some kind of way, pulled Joe Biden. With his tired across the finish line of South Carolina. I don't know why. Why did African American come on.
Larry, answer this question.
Yes, sir.
Why is Barack Obama not supporting?
Because he knows the same thing. He knows the same thing that everybody else knows. Joe Biden is not fit to run a lemonade stand. Joe Biden not fit to run. You wouldn't let him run your lemonade. Your daughter's lemonade stand on the front curb. You wouldn't let him do it. You would not let him do it.
Hey, Larry, you telling me Joe Biden couldn't do the church fish fry?
What?
He could administrate. You crazy, Larry.
Come on now.
But show me the similarities. You're talking about
business directory. If you would like to get your business in our nationwide free business directory, visit tothepointshow.com. Book Larry for your next event.
Always.com. Real quick. Yeah. Got a comment from one of my most beloved people in the whole world. And she said, I was not a Trump supporter initially. It's true. I wasn't. I was not a Trump supporter. I had donated to my candidate, sent money, sent a check.
What's his name?
My candidate at first was Ted Cruz. Ted was the guy who showed some integrity. When you don't normally see that with politicians.
And we don't have that anymore.
No, we don't.
We don't have integrity.
Integrity's going out the window. But Trump won me over. Trump won me over with his agenda. Making America great. That's right. From top to bottom. Not just the top 1%, but from top to bottom. Won me over. I was like, build a wall. See, hold on. Who's building a wall here? Breaking the laws.
I do have an issue with the wall.
Oh, okay. Well,
let me tell you what it is.
Come on.
If he wanted to build a wall, he's got enough cash. He should have used his own cash for that.
I disagree.
Are we talking about our president?
Yeah, Donald Trump, 2020.
Who has bankrupted everything basically that he's done? Airline bankrupt. Trump University bankrupt. I don't think. Now I'm saying business.
Another way to fund that wall.
I'm just saying. We talking about how do you make America great again when everything that you touched has somewhat been a failure.
Tunnel found a couple of days ago.
Great.
And we talked about
that's making America great. We found another tunnel making America great.
Gonna stop them people?
No,
it's not gonna stop them.
We're not going over the wall. We're coming underground.
No, it's not gonna stop them.
I mean,
El Chapo was underground.
Enough technology even outside of the wall that could, keep things the way they need to be. But it's always going to be under, over, and straight through.
And let me say this:
going to continue to happen.
You be talking about two subjects, man, that are very, 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 very. It's real tough to deal with, but that's politics and religion, man. You can't. It's hard to get on the same page.
But hold on.
Based on where you come from, and what you've gone through, and things of that nature.
Well, I've shared the position that illegal immigration directly affects the lower economic, the people on the lower economic scale, because people who are coming here illegally, they're not going to be paid for because it's taken from our community. But go ahead, you got a strong. I can feel
the rich people hiring them.
The rich people are hiring.
She right.
The rich people.
Not only the rich
people, paying them less than minimum wage.
The contractors, I'm gonna call them out right here in many cities across.
Call them out, Ron. Call them out.
Who are working on interstate.
Call them out.
And things like that. They hire the illegal immigrant.
I don't.
You don't have it. You don't have illegal.
I mean, I use
point pass your drug test now. I don't.
I'm not going to hire illegal.
I don't.
I'm not going to hire illegals. I will not do it. I will not do it.
Harvey Weinstein
found guilty. Harvey found guilty. Harvey was
Disney CEO stepped down.
Whoa! Is that a whole? We got the whole story there, Ron. We got the whole story of this CEO. We have the whole story. I want to hear that. I want to hear that story.
Kobe Bryant's celebration of life. Did you get to see Michael Jordan?
Ron, again, I try to stay away from people. I feel my heart goes out to Kobe's family. I'm heartbroken with his family, but as far as the celebration and all the pomp and around the circumstance, I couldn't really take that in because a lot of people do things that are not sincere. I'm not saying that wasn't the case. I'm not saying that. It's just that I didn't know. So my heart, I keep it to within myself and the few people I may share with, but I don't want to go, on the what do you have to say, Perez? You get to see it in that.
No, I mean, I got I watched it, and it was pretty good. And it was a lot of interesting things and points. And Mike stood up. He's a stand-up guy. I did. I followed Kobe, man. I'm not a Lakers fan. Never have been a Lakers fan, but I have followed Kobe, and I like the things that he was doing. After the game, man, he was doing some big things.
Perez, I let it be known. I was a Kobe hater.
Larry is crazy.
No. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you after the man. I'm not gonna be fake and phony. I never thought I'd miss Kobe. Ron, you hear me, Ron?
Yeah.
I never thought I'd miss Kobe Bryant because the Lakers were so bad. I had never seen the Lakers play that bad. You hear me? In all these I've been watching basketball, I was like, I miss Kobe. And the only time I missed Kobe Bryant was when I was, because I was like, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. They're not even competitive. The Lakers weren't even competitive, and Phoenix was terrible. Anyway, moving on. But I'm not a phony type guy to say I love Kobe, but I do. My heart goes out to his family. Go ahead.
Let me say this.
Go ahead, yes, sir.
Kobe, like most icons,
yes.
Anything tragic happens, we respond the way we respond. Kobe was loved. Kobe done a great thing. Kobe has done a lot of great things. Kobe played on some great teams. But if this would have happened to anyone else in that era or that arena, if it would have happened to Shaq, we would have responded the same way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when you have these iconic classic figures.
And especially the way it happened.
The way it happened. Mm-hmm. When it happened. They said he was leaving church, on the way to church or something. I mean, and it just happened. Things in life happen.
That's right.
And we just shout out to the Laker fans, shout out to Black Mamba Foundation.
That's right.
I just pray that his wife can heal the way she needs to heal.
They got a lifetime of them. That's a if we're losing a daughter, a son, I'm a husband.
You've been there, Larry. Come on, Doctor. Let's be honest.
No, they're going to reveal how. What? Wait a minute. What's that? Wait a minute. Stacey Abrams is Stacey Abrams still in the news? And we ain't.
There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Let's talk about how they stole the election. Did the Democrats do it? Did the Democrats do it?
The Democrats have been stealing elections since they started holding elections.
Did the Democrats steal it?
Whenever you hear a politician arguing about voter ID, you know there's some scam. You know it's a scam. Ron, if you ever say, we don't want voter ID, what do you mean you don't want voter ID? You can't buy a bottle of water without ID almost now. Come on now. You're going to choose who's going to run the municipality, the state, the nation without ID? Hold on. And I heard Ron also, hold on now. I heard in some places where the Democrats won, there were more ballots than people and citizens on the down road. Come on, man. Come on, let's be reasonable.
I got a question.
Come on, just go ahead.
How can we have a party that represents the people? It's supposed to be about the people. But we have one that say they represent a Democrat and one that represents a Republican. Why don't we have just one party that represents the people?
Let's start historically. We've never really had one party when classes. Let me say that slow. You've always had a clash and a class. And those clashes come from those classes. And like you said earlier, Perez, as long as we have all of these classes and clashes, we'll never have one party because we'll never agree. We'll never agree. We'll never agree. Because you have the class that
Larry leave us, Pastor. What does that
mean?
It reminds me of the Sunday school lesson last week. When talked about the book of Amos, the prophet, and how he was from the northern kingdom after the split of God's people.
Watch out.
He was from the southern kingdom, but he was called to go and preach and go tell the northern kingdom the wrong thing they was doing to the people, how they were taking advantage of the people. The rich were taking advantage of the poor. They were beating them and then beating them in court, taking away the things that they have. So it was a split of the people is what I'm saying. And usually that is defined by money. And that's what makes the classes what they are.
Okay, Ron,
you're talking about classes of people.
Yeah, classes.
Ron, speaking of the South Carolina primary that just held.
What happened?
Ron, you got here missing 6-year-old Miss Space Wetleg died.
Died from strangulation in South Carolina.
Disappeared from home. Was strangled just a few. This is a tragic story and somewhat vivid here. Was strangled after she was taken away. Wanted to say who took her?
When police found Faye's body, they said Faye did not die where she was found.
Okay.
Police also found the body of a 30-year-old neighbor, Cody Taylor, on Thursday. See, at first that's all they told us, but then they said on Thursday, a short time after finding Faye, in Tuesday's news conference, police said Taylor killed Faye and that he was the only one involved in her death.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So, I bring this to light. I brought this story to light also because we had the man who killed 5 co-workers in Milwaukee. I brought these to light. And then the Democrat, Republican, whatever party, Ron, a good portion of the citizens, or hopefully a very, very small portion of the citizens. I'm sorry. Perez, I made light of it. I made light of it. You know, I made light of it.
Before we start diving into it.
I made light of it earlier about the privileged society. But are we? Is what we thinking is a privileged society, overly privileged society, suffering from severe some type of condition here? You know, some kind of psychological condition. Close attention to it. Now, are they falling through the cracks of the church? Are they falling through the cracks of the church house?
No, sir.
Ron,
of course
Cornelius, are they falling through the cracks of the church?
I'm gonna tell y'all something, because you talked about we got this shooting. We got this little young girl that got strangled.
Yeah.
We got the coronavirus.
Right.
I got another story here about be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce. And we can define those words.
And tell me if I'm wrong, Cornelius, but the Bible also says no man knows the hour, nor the moment.
That's right.
It's all in
there. Night at a time in which you know it not. No man, if they say they know, they lie.
So don't party like it's 1999.
Right. Because we thought the world was going in.
You think everything got the world all in. Definitely gonna come.
Hey,
but if anybody dies, he came for them right then and there.
Let's address this issue quickly.
Go ahead.
Next week, that's March the 9th, right? That would be next Monday.
Yes.
Lady Shantae is a TSU social work program presents the Dr. Hollis L. Brooks Policy Symposium, Passion and Practice, from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And this is about social work and how we're going to address some of these mental illnesses. Okay. So shout out to TSU 3500.
On the 9th?
The 9th, from 1 to 4 o'clock. And hopefully, Ron, I'm going to try to bring out the lovely speaker in. The lovely speaker is Miss Kayla Simmons, the Director of Tennessee Planning and Volunteer Hospital Services at Middle Tennessee Mental Health Institute.
Absolutely. We'd love to hear from her. And
let her come in.
Absolutely.
And here's what reason why I want to say this, because she's my first cousin.
All right.
So I have raised this.
We are doing something, Larry. We do have people that are trying to do.
Sally trying to make America great. Hey, and on that note, I think we all can do our part to make America great. And some have said America was never great. I beg to differ. I argue that point. I completely beg it. America was great. America is great. And America's going to continue to be great. But we got to do our part, Ron. We got to do our part. I'm sorry, hold on. Facebook all this, Instagram all this, YouTube, will you do your part? Hey, hold on. Kennedy said it best.
Ask not.
What? Checker, this checker, that checker, something. Hold on. What can you do for your fellow man, for your neighbor, for your country? Ron, come on, Ron. Come on, bro.
Okay, we talked about time and the importance of time.
Not preaching.
We are stewards of our time. So we should manage our time wisely. He brought out that time is defined sometimes by the word currency.
It is.
Currency we use to make transactions. Sometimes we barter and trade. And we're going to be talking about money on the Christian Business Connection show on Tuesdays at 1:30. But some people just say it like this: time is money. And we know that people trade time for dollars, whether you're at McDonald's or wherever you are, you're trading time and some effort, labor for an exchange for something that has value that you can use to commerce.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But once you get enough money or have enough money, you understand that time is precious because you can get more money.
Yeah, but you can't.
But like Larry said, you can't get more time. It's not enough time in the day to do the things that are in our mind. Yes. Because you said it, eyes have not seen.
Look at it. He's sneaking it in.
Tomorrow is Super Tuesday.
Super Tuesday, y'all.
Super Tuesday. Are you going out? Have you already voted? Have you cast that most important? Hey, Ron, hold on. To the African American community, this may be the most important election in our lifetime.
What is your current president doing about the African American male? Which we know that Pastor Hill here has had events that has helped males who are disproportionately not able to vote to get their voting rights back. That's something that needs to be these guys getting out of prison with no driver's license. They need help. They don't have a place to stay. They're on child support. We need help in those areas.
The second step act is taking effect. The president is making all the right moves. I'm sorry. Now it's our time to make the right moves. Hold on, Ron. But you made the point, Ron. You made the point.
How can you take a man's rights away from him to vote because he committed a crime?
Hey, good question.
Ask the Republicans.
Ask
the Republicans.
I'll guarantee you.
Ask the Republicans.
A Democrat sponsored that bill. Perez, hold on, Perez. But I'm not done. Hold on. And if I'm wrong, correct me. Call in and correct me. Hold on. 615-242-7760. We got time. Hold on. You made the point about getting the voting rights back. I said, give him his gun rights back. Let him protect his home and his family. Give him his gun rights back for his home and his family. Don't tell me what helped the politician. Tell me what helped the individual. Hello? Hello out there. Hello.
The places that I made it from, those guys never go into a store to purchase a gun first and foremost. It doesn't work.
No.
And then the thing is, you're not going to walk around with one and they not have one.
That's right.
Hey, hold on. All the ones that they said take the guns, gun prevention, all that. They got bodyguards and got 6 bodyguards.
Right.
With guns, armed bodyguards. Hold on. Before I forget.
Auto repair.
Yeah.
Nashville Auto Repair. They can fix all types of automobiles.
Foreign and domestic.
Engines.
Foreign, domestic, anything. Engine.
Everything.
Engines.
Transmission.
You name
They
it.
have tires.
Broken windows.
Nashville Auto Repair.
They do a great job.
Where are they located, Larry?
606 Festus Lane, Nashville, Tennessee, 37210, or call 615-839-4283.
Let me say this,
Okay.
and we're about to wrap it up. There is another expungement clinic coming up this month.
Okay.
The expungement clinic, Perez, deals with individuals who are re-entering into society, who need their license,
Yes.
who need their, some of those privileges that have been taken.
Yes.
Ephesian Primitive Baptist Church is partnering with Judge Rachel Bell.
Okay, yeah.
She's over this. This is the grant that she has gotten and received from the federal government, I do believe.
Under this administration.
Under the Democratic House. But anyway, yes. So there is legislation in place. We're getting people back healthy again so they can become productive citizens in society.
Making America.
It's making America. Okay, I say it. It's making America great again. So people that's listening to me, Radio Land and YouTube, inbox me if you're my Facebook friend. I need to send you the link. If you have a cousin, if you have a relative, male or female, who needs to be reinstated back into community, get to North Nashville, 3rd Saturday in this month. You have to register.
Reach out and call
me. I don't want to give them. I ain't giving my phone.
Give me your email. Give me email.
CAHIL 1977 at Gmail. CAHIL 1977 at Gmail. Hey, y'all! It's tax season. Perez.
Yes. It's time. It's still time. Oh, cash junk cars.
615-480-6473. 615-480-6473. Get cash today, and that vehicle hauled away. Greater Middle Tennessee.
Absolutely.
All right, here's a question for Larry. What, we got 1 minute?
We got 1 minute.
Here's a question for Larry. Where is that question? Other life forms. Do we have them here with us now as we speak?
Well, let's
freeze it together.
Okay.
We don't have much time. Come on, just take a time.
I need more time. Come to the show tomorrow. I'll let come on the show tomorrow. I'll come on the show tomorrow. But 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute.
You don't got a minute.
We got 1 minute. Hold on. All the other life on this planet existing with humans. Well, hold on. Now, a lot of us, not me particularly, but believe in angels and demons and spirits, right? Are they not different life forms? Hello? Now we know for a fact that they said there are over 1 million and some species up under the ocean that we haven't even discovered yet.
That's right.
They say they're not intelligent life forms, but I don't know.
We come from an intelligent being.
Of course we do.
They serve some purpose, don't they?
They serve some purpose. They were put there for some reason. And I'm sorry, but there's so much that we don't know. How can we say what is and what is not? Can we say that? Can we? Are we in that? Do we have that authority? Hey guys, this has been to the
Thank you, Lady Shantae. We love you.
Next week, and tune in tomorrow in this same station for the business
Christian Business Connection.
And the Yolanda and Cornelius show.
I'll be here. See you guys tomorrow. To the point show. To the point show. Big time, guys. Bye. Guys are awesome.
How you going?
How you going what? Hey, y'all.
Angels and demons.
Well, hold on.
That's not what we're talking about.
No. Hold on.
Look at it.
That's a good balance.
This is after show.
No.
Balance, Larry.
If you say you believe in that, if you can go that far, well, I can take you anyway. I can take you to the next level because most